Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning. I am still playing around with the best way to set up my space here so that you can see me when I'm standing up and see me when I'm down on the ground and have enough space to move around. So I appreciate you bearing with me if I have to come over here and adjust things at all during this. And those of you that are here on the early days of this YouTube channel will get to see some improvements along the way, hopefully. But we are going to get started. This morning will be a 15-minute gentle flow, but upregulating. So hoping to sort of get you moving and get the blood flowing today, followed by 15 minutes of some breath work meditation. So using the breath as our focal point for our meditation today. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to stand up so you can join me standing. Hopefully everybody will be able to hear me okay if I'm back here, because I have to come back this far for you to be able to see the full me. We're going to start in mountain pose. So find your footing, equal weight in both feet. Keep your knees soft. You can rock back and forth, side to side if that helps. And then come to stillness where you feel safe and secure on both feet. Lift your toes, spread them wide, and then lay them back down on the mat, broadening that base of support. With soft knees, you can tuck your tailbone slightly so that your back is nice and long and straight. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then bring them back and down. And then just let your hands hang by your side. Take a few breaths here. Just bringing yourself into awareness. Bringing yourself out of whatever you've been doing this morning, whether you just woke up, whether you've already been busy with your day. Just take a few moments to settle in, prepare for practice. This morning, our goal is to cultivate joy. Not an easy thing to do in times like this. Stress, concern, worry, panic. All of these emotions are much more easily accessible. But where we can, it's important to bring joy back into our lives. In order to feel full, in order to feel whole, in order to just get a break from the heaviness. We want to laugh, we want to smile, we want to be able to spread that feeling of lightness you get from joy to others. So you can slowly open your eyes. The first thing we're going to do is a breath exercise called the breath of joy. Perfect for this morning. I'm going to show you a couple of times through so that you get the rhythm, and then you can join in when you're ready. So we're going to do 3 sips of inhale. And with the arms, we'll sip in. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. With your exhale, you'll bend forward and release as audibly as you'd like. Ha! Sip in, sip in, sip in. Ha! Join when ready. Ha! 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 Keep those knees bent. You can go as slow or as quick as your breath will allow. This feels good in your body. Be as loud and as boisterous as feels good. Remember, we're cultivating joy, which sometimes means acting a little bit silly. Ha! 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 3 more. Ha! 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 Last one, slow it down. Now come back to center. Come back to your mountain pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Turn the corners of that mouth up and just feel how you feel. Maybe you're a little breathless. Maybe you feel a little silly. If so, good, it's working. Take a moment here. Just take in the breath of joy. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale our arms up over our head. And exhale, forward fold. Hinging at the hips, keep a soft bend in the knee. Bring your hands all the way down. They can rest on shins or come all the way to the floor. Hang here in your forward fold. And then if it's comfortable for you, grab opposite elbows and just sway back and forth. Loosening up the hips. Like a rag doll. We just let everything hang. Doesn't have to look pretty. You don't have to fold all the way to get the benefits. We're just loosening everything up after sleep. And then bring the hands back to the floor in front of you. And slowly reverse your swan dives. Come up to standing. Again, we're going to exhale, swan dive forward. All the way down, hands to shins or to the floor. If you have a block, you can use a block. Hang here. Gentle movements this morning. Keeping our bodies safe. One of the challenges of this virtual format is I can't see you. So please only do what feels good in your body. Modify. Or just come back to standing and breathing. That's always a great place to be. On the next inhale, we'll reverse our swan dive. Come back up. And then bring the hands down by the side. Mountain pose. On the next inhale, we'll inhale our arms up and then leave them above the head. Interlace your fingers. Let your index fingers stay out. Inhale to lengthen. Really make room in the spine. Imagine your spinal cord is an accordion and you're stretching it out to its max. And then on an exhale, we're going to slowly bend to the right, compressing into that right side, maybe imagining that your accordion is making a funny sound or a happy sound. Breathe through it. And inhaling back up through center. And exhaling to the left. Compressing that left side, stretching through the right. Hearing what your accordion has to play this morning. A happy tune. A joyful tune. And coming back up through center. One more time each side. We'll lengthen on our inhale and bend on our exhale. Warming up the spine. Waking up the body. And inhaling back through center. And over to the left. And inhale. And release the arm. We're going to bring the arms behind us. You can either clasp, I'm just going to turn so you can see me. You don't need to turn. You can either clasp wrists, or you can clasp elbows, or you can put your hands at prayer position behind you, whatever feels comfortable. I'm just going to clasp elbows. And from your mountain pose, step the right foot just, 1 or 2 feet behind you. Let both feet come flat on the floor. stable base. You can take it wider if that's more comfortable. You don't need to be on a tightrope. And on an inhale, we're going to open our chest, lift our chin, and just lean back ever so slightly. This pose is called Stargazer. Imagine you're looking up at a night sky full of stars, full of hope. Maybe there's a shooting star that goes by. Maybe you see an airplane because travel's permitted again and people are off on their vacations. Whatever it is, just look up at the universe. Take away whatever message you need that will give you that sense of peace. Maybe put a smile on your face. On your next inhale, we'll come back up to center and then just slowly hinge forward. We're not going all the way down, just about halfway. Nice flat back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Now we're looking down at the earth that supports us, the ground that we walk on, the ground upon which our homes are built, our communities are built. Lots of joy comes from the earth. And then come back up through center. Bring your feet back together. You can shake out your arms if you've had them in a bind. And then bring them back behind you. Try to grasp the other way if you had some sort of intertwine. Either grasp opposite wrists, the other way around. Other hand on top. The way that feels weird, which is why it's hard to do. And then we'll just step that left foot back. And again, on an inhale, lifting the chest, looking towards the ceiling. Looking towards the sky. Maybe now it's a summer sky during the day, and the sun shining. Not a cloud in the sky. Birds are flying by. The air feels great on our face. And on an inhale, coming back up through neutral. And then slowly hinging forward, lengthening through the crown of the head, hinging at the hips. You can keep a supple bend in that front knee if necessary. And look down at the ground, smiling, thanking the earth for supporting you in your postures, supporting you on the mat and off the mat. For healing, for strengthening. And inhale back to center. Feet come together, arms come down by your side. We'll inhale our arms up overhead again. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to plant our hands. And then just step both feet back behind you so that you come down on hands and knees. Bring the toes to touch behind you. Bring the knees wider. And we're just going to press back into child's pose. Now we're going to flow a little through a cat-cow series. So on your inhale, you'll come up to a wide-kneed tabletop. On your exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, draw up your head, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, push back to child's pose. I'm going to turn so you can see me. You don't have to turn. We're inhaling to this wide knee tabletop. We're exhaling to rounded back. We're inhaling, dropping the belly. And we're exhaling, child's pose. Take a few more rounds on your breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling to push away. Inhaling, dropping that belly and lifting the chin and gaze. Exhaling back to child's pose. 2 more times on your own. And when you're done, you're back in your final child's pose. Come onto your seat. Find a comfortable seated position. I'm going to bring you closer to me now. So we'll be down on the floor for the rest of this. Find a comfortable seated position. I'm going to inhale our arms up overhead. Your legs can be crossed like mine, or you can have them out in front of you, or you can have them in butterfly pose, whatever is comfortable for you. Extending here through the crown of the head, make that space like your accordion stretching out through that spine. And then your left hand is going to come to your right knee. Your right hand will drop behind you. Your twisting comes from the upper chest, from the rib cage first. Twist, turn that right, turn the gaze over the right shoulder. Breathing here. Your inhales lengthen you. Your exhales support the twist. And when you're ready, slowly unwind and back to center. Inhale those arms up overhead. Reach, 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 find length. And then exhale, right hand comes to left knee. Left arm comes behind us, twisting from the torso. And breathe. And when you're ready, unwind and come back to center. We are going to go into our breathwork meditation now. So 2 options for you. You can stay seated, or you can lie down in a reclined position, or all the way down in Shavasana, flat on your back. All 3 options are great. I'm going to stay seated so that you can see me and hear me well, but I am going to support myself against a couple pillows. Totally up to you. So take a moment to get comfortable. As long as you have a nice long spine, you'll be able to get the full benefits, whether you're seated or whether you're lying down. And when you've reached a comfortable position, close your eyes. You don't need to see me, just follow my words. Settle in. Take either one or both hand, place it on your abdomen. And just notice for a moment how your breath feels. It might be a little rapid from movement. It might be a little shallow. A lot of times after we sleep, when your breath gets deep, when we wake up, the breath stays shallow for a little while. It might still feel lethargic or like it's still the part of your body that's waking up, and that's okay too. No judgment, no trying to change it right now. Just let the breath be what it is. Let it inform you as to how you're feeling. And now we're going to return to the breath of joy, but without the arm movements and without needing to stand up or fold over. Just in stillness, energetically thinking about maybe the silliness and the fun you were having during the breath of joy. We're going to do 3 sips of inhale and then 1 loud, audible exhale. Sip in. Exhale. Keeping your eyes closed. Continue this pattern. 3 sips, inhale. 1 long, loud exhale. Keep it going. Try to be so loud on your exhale that you can't even hear me talking. You're drowning me out. You're so in your own little bubble of joy. Nothing can bring you down. It's meant to be fun. So if the corners of that mouth turn up, so be it. Let it. If you start laughing, that's okay. Let it. Breathe. 3 sips in. Big exhale. 5 more times on your own. Feel this breath of joy. Feel it fill the room you're in. Fill the home you're in. Fill the town you're in. Send it out into the universe. And when you feel complete and settled and ready to let it go, then let it go. I can never help but smile when doing the breath of joy. It always makes me feel funny and playful and just happy. So settle back into your regular breath. And now we're going to turn inward for just a few more moments of meditation. Focusing on the present moment. What needs to happen the rest of your day. Let that fall away. Your worries, your concerns, your fears. Let that fall away. Any nagging voice in your head that's telling you you shouldn't do this or you need to do that. Let it fall away. Any thoughts that come in to your mind that attempt to shake this feeling of joy, this feeling of centeredness, let them fall away. And just be in this moment. Be with your breath. Focus the mind on the sound of your inhale and the sound of your exhale. If you pay close attention, you can hear it externally in the room, but you can also hear it internally inside your head, inside your ears. Bring your attention to how your breath feels, how your belly feels when it expands on the inhale and contracts on the exhale. Can you feel your rib cage expand as your lungs expand? And then settle back down as you breathe out. Can you feel the sensation of the air coming in your nose and down the nasal passage? And finally, bring your awareness to how your breath looks. This is a little more abstract, but visualize what it's doing inside your body. In yoga, we call breathing prana, which also translates to life force. Breathing is not just oxygen in, oxygen out, or carbon dioxide, apologies. Breathing is our total life force. It's nourishment for our blood, it's regulator for our nervous system. So visualize what it looks like coming into your lungs, lighting up the inner lining of the lungs, all the little capillaries and veins inside your lungs, greeting it, absorbing it, and then pushing it out through the body. What do those little oxygen particles look like when they're coursing through your veins? Bringing new life, literally, to all the parts of your body. Visualize your whole body lighting up with new life, new air, new breath. Prana, life force, something we can be grateful for every day, something that can bring us joy every time we feel our inhale and exhale. Taking just a few more breaths in this joyful moment. Bring your hands together at heart center. I hope this morning I was able to cultivate a little bit of joy in your day, something you can carry with you, something you can share with your family, something you can put out into the world. And remember, however stressful the days get, which they will, you can always come back to this breath, this prana, and remember this feeling of joy. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Bye, everyone.